Hi everybody, my name is Kim and welcome back to Bookmarks and Breadsticks. Hi and welcome back to Bookmarks and Breadsticks. If you're new to my channel, a special hello. I'm here to bring you foodie, bookish content, primarily in the nonfiction space, but I do dabble in fiction from time to time. Today, I'm here with a tag video. I was tagged by the lovely Holly at Holly by Golly Books, and I'm here with the Snow Day Reads tag. I'll obviously link the original creator down below in the original video, but we've got 8 questions to get through. Wait. I felt like this was a good week to do it because we just came out of about 6-degree weather in Chicago, lots of snow. I know north of the city, I live in downtown, but north of the city, something like 18 to 20 inches of snow, and it's about to start snowing again this afternoon, this evening. It's 4:30, I guess I should say almost this evening. So let's go ahead and get through these questions before I lose all the natural light, because the sun still goes down early. First question, The Frozen Spoon. What book do you feel the need to come back to year after year? I would say I'm a terrible human. I don't do a lot of rereading, but I do love all of Sarah Dessen's books. She is a young adult contemporary writer, and I've been reading those books since I was, in high school myself, so 15 plus years. And there's something always calming going back to a fluffy read that reminds me of a younger time and a younger self. If I had to pick a food book, I would probably go back to anything Anthony Bourdain at any time. 2, The Blizzard. What book could hold you through a snowstorm? I'm going to interpret this question meaning what's a book that's going to capture my attention, so like it's going to keep me wanting to continue reading. I find that a lot of memoirs are really good for me and they catch my attention, but Ruth Reichel, who was a predominant food writer, and she was the lead editor for Food and Wine magazine. Ruth Reichel has a very fascinating life and way more scandals and hookups and cheating than I thought possible for such a polite-looking woman who talks about food. Her stories were always interesting. So interesting that even Dan would be like, Ruth, how could you? It was amazing. As I look to see if he's smiling. Oh, he is. He's behind me. 3rd, Snowed In. What book have you not finished that you'd binge read if you were snowed in? You can go click on the, I wrapped all of my TBR books and have over 100 of them. So if I was snowed in, looking across the way at my shelves right now, I really, really want to read this new book, The Rib King. That's a work of fiction. I need to also finish How to Be an Anti-Racist. I would also like to read Simmer Down. Actually, those are 2 fiction recommendations. Look at me, guys. Any Anthony Bourdain book that's about to come out, there are 2 coming out in 2021, I would binge read. And finally, I would like to binge read Black, White, and the Gray, but I can't because it's a buddy read for me in April with Amanda over at the Curly Reader. 4, Hot Cocoa, a book that is sweet, cozy, and nostalgic as hot cocoa. I don't know if it's nostalgic, but I really loved Mr. Penumbra's 24-hour bookstore. It had like the whimsy. I have the nostalgia of working at a bookstore, which I have done before. I've volunteered at bookstores. I've worked at libraries. But it had a level of whimsy that just, I think, is needed when you're drinking hot chocolate. Which now I wonder, do you think hot chocolate's gluten-free? I'm gluten-free. And I haven't bought instant cocoa mix in a while, and you'd be surprised where gluten shows up. But now I really want hot chocolate, but I don't know if it's gluten-free. We'll find out. Question 5, Sledding Hill. A fast-paced, exciting read. I would have to say Sous Chef by Michael Gibney. It's about 24 hours on the line and the life and time of being a sous chef. And if you've ever worked in a restaurant, you know the back of kitchen has a really frenetic pace and it's always going dish after dish after dish after dish, and you're always behind, you're in the weeds. Another book that's like that is Generation Chef. I'll put a picture over here. I don't want to pull it off my shelf. Those are 2 books that I think are fast-paced because they follow the life and times of restaurant chefs who are working and grinding every day. So I highly, highly recommend them. If you've ever had fantasies of, I'm going to quit my job at 30 or 40 and become a chef, I really, really recommend you read those kinds of books because then you'll understand how much you're going to grind for not a lot of money. 6, Snow Walks, a winter book you think everyone should read. I don't really have food writing books that take place in the winter, so I'm gonna pick a book about ice cream. This one was easy to come off the shelf. I recommend Sweet Treat, an Ice Cream Binge Across America by Amy Ettinger. This is not wintry, but it's cold and delicious. Does that count? I'm gonna say it counts. It's my tag. I'm doing what I want. Question 7, The Silence of Snow, a book that reminds you of the quiet that comes before softly falling snow. I don't know. For this one, I'm gonna pick Padma Lakshmi's memoir, Love, Loss, and What We Ate. She has a lot of contemplative moments in this book, and there are moments that she even talks about the snow and her first experiences with it, and her daughter's first experiences. They go ice skating at one point at Rockefeller Center. I think Silence gives a lot of time for reflection. It's a beautiful book. It's very sad at points, and I really recommend it. Yes, I recommend a lot of sad books. And finally, A Hot Toddy, a book that can cure your sniffles after a day out in the snow. So I don't know if this is a book that's meant to be happy, but I'm going to take it as something exotic and spicy. And for that, I recommend the memoir Where I Came From by Aaron Sanchez. You can learn all about his life as a Latino chef and about all the different kinds of peppers and spices and other food and native ingredients that really influenced his life and what led for him to become a chef. If you want something even spicier, I have a couple of books on spices that I haven't read yet, but I plan on doing a book duos for. I'll put their pictures here. If you haven't done this tag, consider yourself tagged. Thank you so much, Holly, for tagging me in it. If you haven't already, I would love to fix this little hair I had. I wonder how long that was there. We'll find out in editing. Stay up there. Oh my goodness. Okay. Really smooth wrap up. If you haven't already, I would love for you to hit like and subscribe below and join my bookish family. I post content on Tuesdays and Saturdays. I'm also writing blogs. You can always see me on Instagram to see what I'm currently reading, what I'm buddy reading, and if you want to be a part or even ask for a book recommendation that involves food. I hope you are well. Wear a mask. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.